I'm going to plant these spring onions in my cold frame. There's a space there. I'm going to plant these there, and hopefully they should be ready to harvest by end of April. That's the time I need my cold frame for Asian climbing vegetables. So the perfect timing, and everything should be fine. I planted them in bunches. I did 3 bunches, and I had a spare lettuces. I managed to plant them. They're going to come back in a week's time. They will be up and running. Maybe in 3 weeks time I can harvest these lettuces as well. These are the radishes I've sown in these modules 3 weeks back. Now I'm going to plant these radishes in the greenhouse wherever I can see the space, and hopefully I should be able to harvest them by mid-March, in 3 weeks time or maybe 4 weeks time. They're generally 50-day crop. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to separate these modules. These are multi-sown modules. You can see I put around 10 to 15 seeds in each module. Either you can have 5 or 6 or 10 to 15, and you separate them at later stage. When you plant them in the ground, you can leave as a clumps of 5. That's what I'm going to do now. For example, I'm going to split this into 2 because it has got around 12 plants, and I'm going to do 6 of them there and 6 of them in the other module. You don't need to do exactly the 6, but this is the average. I'm just splitting. That's it, and the rest goes in here. So that's how I'm going to plant the rest of the seedlings. I have now planted these radishes a bit closely. They should be fine, and as I mentioned, they must be ready to harvest by end of March. Last year, I think it's end of August, I chitted some potatoes and then planted in this 35-liter tubs, and so these are the fresh potatoes I'm just harvesting. I need these tubs for my carrot. So they are not big, but they are fresh. The taste is really good. So I do this every year. Look at this. These are the 3 pots I have used in the month of August to plant the chitted potatoes, and the harvest is, you can see, very fresh. So the taste is completely different when you use the fresh potatoes. So I'm going to straight away cook them later for dinner today. And the soil I used for those potatoes is a multi-purpose compost. So I'm just reusing the same multi-purpose compost to sow my carrots today. And I took the potatoes out and I put the soil back in to these pots, and then I labeled. You can see the white labels. The only fertilizer I'm going to mix in this multi-purpose compost is fish blood bone. So you don't need too much, because this is the balanced fertilizer, organic fertilizer. So then just mix up like this. Don't need too much, just to make sure that it's mixed with the soil. The varieties I'm sowing is resistive fly. This is one packet, and rainbow multicolor, and then last one is Nantes 5. So all you need is sprinkle the seeds on top of the soil. Not many seeds though, around 150 seeds. That's what the packet says. Don't sprinkle them in one place. Make sure you sprinkle them equally. There is no such measure, but it just comes with your experience. So make sure that any seeds in the packet are completely taken away. Once you have done that, sprinkle a bit of soft compost, which is again multi-purpose compost, not too much, tiny bit. That's more than enough. And if there are any clumps of the wood chips or any other material, take them away. Use the hot drink. Don't use the can with the full force, because the seeds will get disturbed. That's it. Sowing of my carrot seed for that packet is done. I'm going to do the rest of the 2 packets in a similar fashion. Now I have sown 3 buckets, 3 varieties of carrots, and I'm going to leave these buckets inside the greenhouse for 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks down the line I'll bring them out. Hopefully by the time all the seedlings should pop up, and then leave them outside. And maybe I use a bit of a fleece when I put them outside for 2 to 3 weeks until the seedlings get settled for the outdoor weather. Then they should be up and running properly. So this is how I sow my carrots. By the way, this is my second batch of the carrot. I already sown the first batch in December. I am sowing these seeds today. And let's start with the basil lemon, really good variety. I can recommend this variety. And Thai basil, this is very famous, everyone tries it and really good. And parsley, the curled variety, last year also I tried, came out really well. And fennel, we really like fennel. Last year I couldn't germinate them because the seeds are very old. So I got the new packet. And next one is cullets. Cullets is basically the cross between kale and cabbage. So this is really tasty. We really love this vegetable. And kale, red Russian kale, very famous. Last year also I got few plants. And the famous variety is Black Magic. De Niro Tuscan or something they call, but this is the Black Magic. And this is winter hardy. You can see that the purple or magenta color says that harvesting October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. And I'm sowing this as well. And kohlrabi, this is really lovely vegetable to grow. And I'm sowing this. You can see 2 different colors there. And next one, I'm trying courgettes. Last year also I tried early. This is going to be inside the greenhouse only. Couple of seeds each. the round varieties, and this is the yellow color variety. And Brussels sprouts, purple Brussels sprouts. I had an old packet, they didn't germinate, so I'm sowing this as a backup. So I'm sowing these two flower seeds. One is dahlia, the round shaped one they call promptums, and another is lupin, multicolor lupin seeds. I did last year. Some of them survived, some of them couldn't survive, so I'm doing it again this year. This is the spring onion, white Lisbon variety. I'm sowing it today. We use spring onions very regularly, so almost every month I sow one batch of spring onions. These are the two leafy vegetables, rhubarb chard and spinach Heloise. These two I'm sowing it today. Spinach Heloise is very tasty, big leaf and very tender as well. These beetroots, they called rainbow multicolored beetroots. I got this half a packet left over last year. I'm sowing it today. My favorite hot chili, Scotch bonnet. I never tried so far. Somebody gave me the seeds. Very first time I'm trying it this year. Two different varieties of lettuces. One is Romanian red, otherwise is butterhead variety. I'm sowing it today. I feed lettuce to my chickens, and also we eat lots of lettuce. So I need to sow the lettuce almost every 2 weeks. 23rd of February, I'm sowing these marigold seeds. There are 6 different varieties, and if you see from the top, this is called keys orange. It's a semi red and orange color, and the middle one is exactly the same, but the size of the flower is big. And the last one is called scarlet, and look at the yellow stripes in the middle. That looks really nice. I've been sowing that last 4 years, and if you see these ones, they are stripes, red stripes or orange stripes in yellow, and the last one is light yellow color, which is buttercream one, and the middle one is Jolly Justa. And this is the first time I'm trying this Nati Merita. I tried few years and then really good. And the beauty of this marigold, they attract pollinators. That's why they put this symbol. Most of the time they put this pollinator attract symbol everywhere.